two for the price of one. We have another top story coming up. Now, Tolu already ruined the surprise. I had like, you don't understand the speech I had in preparation for this person. But he is our very own boss here and the Oga at the top within radio. And the man's looking at me. It is Onimis Adaba. we like to refer to him as Mr. OJ.
Yeah.
And many of you, you might know him from, you'll recognize the voice, but perhaps you haven't seen him that much in front of a TV screen. But he's a brilliant mind to tap into. That's why we definitely had to bring him onto the show. He's also the head of broadcasting, just in case you didn't know, at CoolWazobiaInfo. And he has an amazing event coming up. I can say amazing because I was at an event last weekend where he was, and I just went there to support someone, but I became a student. So let's get right into it. So he has an event coming up. It's called Mind, Media and Money. So we just want to give you a tiny little taster because it can't be, as good as the actual event, but we'll give you a taster for free this morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is the first time you've been on the morning show.
Yeah, first time. Aww. I used to read news then, but first time here.
Oh, that's true.
It feels different, looks different.
And he picked sides because he went with the checkered. He could have gone with the white shirt.
I didn't know.
I
mean, I would have done checkered here, white there.
I guess checkered leads the way today.
Okay, well, let's get into it because you're not new to the business. You've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. And I think, like many people within the industry, we're all trying to achieve more, which I'm sure you're still doing. But what made you decide, as I'm still trying to I'm still trying to achieve more, but I also want to be able to give out to others as well, to learn what I know, to produce more future Onimises?
Well, first of all, thank you. It's a continuous process. There's never an arrival. You never stop learning in this industry. You just keep learning. It evolves. I mean, once upon a time, we couldn't do this. Talk here and get feedback right away. All the best you could do is just to talk, and get feedback whichever way, how. But right now, we can get feedback. Look at you guys. You can get feedback instantly. Yeah. That's what I mean by evolution. The technology, and the human angle of the industry, it keeps changing. Hence, the need to train. And then again, your guest initially talked about a gap, that he's trying to fill. I'm trying to fill this too, realizing the fact that people are hungry and they need direction in this industry. You see a whole lot of people who, I want to be they see you on TV now and they want to be like you, not realizing the work that goes behind the scenes, on how you look, on how you live, it's a lifestyle. It's beyond a job. And the broadcast training that I'm offering or coming up with, deals with all of these things. Hence the mind for the industry itself, which is the media, and how to make money off of the industry with or without getting a job.
Which is, I guess, a lot of people want to focus on the money side, and I guess
who doesn't?
Exactly. But while we have you here, I definitely would like to, break down what this event is about, and I like that it doesn't start with the money, and that I'm sure there's a reason you started with mine. So it would be, I'm sure people at home would love for you to be able to delve more into that.
Well, first of all, you need to get the right mindset. Your mind has got to be right for the job. I mean, for the lifestyle, because it's beyond a job. It's not, I'm going to work at 8 o'clock and going back home at 4 or 5. It's something you live. I mean, you take it to work. You bring it here in the studio. You take it out. You're thinking, you're breathing, you're sleeping. What am I going to do in the morning? What's the morning show going to be like? Oh, okay, that's nice for the morning show. It changes your viewing pattern, changes your listening pattern, and so your mind has got to be right for that, and certain elements that I would be sharing, would put your mind or should help put your mind in order for this. And then, the different angles, the media part now, dealing with how to look good, how to sound good, how to be good, you know, and then, of course, the money part.
Okay, you've been a broadcaster for a long time now, and a lot of us look up to you to learn a lot of things from you.
Really?
Yes, we do, just in case you didn't know. Now, over the years, we know you've had a lot of experiences, you've had a lot of challenges, you've learned a lot of lessons. What would you say are like your top 3 most important lessons you've learned as a broadcaster?
You never arrive. You just keep learning, keep going. I'll tell you this, my daughter taught me it. She taught me this without even knowing. I was training a long time ago for a TV station, incidentally with Tolu, who were there. And the guys were trying to get me to pronounce a word that was just giving me a rough time. I couldn't get it.
Even you?
And they went on and on, no, OJ, no. And then my family lived abroad then, and one of them times I went to see them. And my daughter, then she was 4, and she now goes on with the word. She pronounces the word, and boom, the light came on. I'm like, Jessica, say that again.
Is that how you
And she
say
said
it?
it again. Say it again. And she thought I was joking. But the more she said it, the more it kept on resting and you know, the reality of it came. My point is, anybody can teach you. Anybody, regardless. I mean, there was her father, a 4-year-old, and in a way, she taught me what these old guys were trying to teach me. And that's it. You never learn. You never stop learning. It keeps going on and on and on. And opening your mind up to whoever, regardless.
I guess it shows that everything links together. You know, we're talking about, in a way, media now, but it still links back to your mind, the attitude to be able to have the 4-year-old tell you something and learn. Now, I know we've covered mind a little bit, media, because we don't want to cover everything, so we can, you know, still have people pay that money for the event. But now let's move into money, because at the BRMC event that I went to last week, I mentioned, I remember it was a great event, and you said, you know, if you're getting into this for money, it's the wrong reason. But is that to say, because sometimes it can be a bit discouraging as well for people. They feel, okay, so do I just have to have the inspiration, but I've got to be poor to be in this business?
Well, certainly not. I mean, you get inspiration, you're poor, you're hungry, no inspiration will come.
Exactly.
You know, only inspiration will come will be to drive you to get money. Money is important. You know, it drives everything, you know. And a whole lot of times I get to hear, I need a job, I want to work in a radio station, in a TV station, how can I intern, how can I do this and all of that. And what do you do when there's no vacancy? When the space is full? When, you know, it's just no, you get all the time. Not because you're not good, but you're good, but there's just no vacancy there. How do you put it to use? So the point is being functional and putting it to use with or without a job. You can make the money. If you have a job, nice and sweet, you can make the money by the side. If you don't, we'll teach you how to make it beneficial, regardless of whether or not you're being employed. And again, it is to empower an individual. Hey, look, with or without a job, I can do this.
So you're teaching people. So are we running out of time? But,
we're not.
Okay, you're teaching people. That's what will come about with this session. Is it something that can be taught? What I mean is that sometimes, you know, you hear from people talking from different industries, and they'll tell you if you have it, you have it. Don't force it. But if you aspire to, you know, you say, I like what this OJ is doing, I want to do it. Is there something that, if you're missing certain qualities, is there a way to learn it, or is there a time when you should say, you know what, I think this isn't for me, let me do as mum and dad are saying and go get that banking job?
You know, there are different angles to it, different angles to the broadcast industry. A whole lot of people see you guys on TV, pretty faces, and they're like, I want to be like you. I want to be like you know. But how about production? Working behind the scenes, which is equally as good as, you know, being in the front lines here. So there are different angles. So again, this will help you realize your strength. Where is your strength? Where is your weakness? Even being on air, there are strong points, strong areas of you being on air. You know, so again, it's developing a relationship with yourself. And by that, I mean knowing yourself. You know yourself, you know your capacity. What can I do? What can't I do? Everybody is teachable. You know, it is something that you can teach. And I'm just trying to say a whole lot of things at the same time.
No, that's why people have to come to the event.
I've come to the understanding that you never have a bad voice. It's what you do with the voice. You know, you listen to a fella with his voice. He found his niche there and he maximized it, milked it perfectly well. You wouldn't hear him doing Celine Dion or, I mean, get a visual or try and picture that.
Yeah.
So the same with Celine Dion or an Usher or a Dari, for instance, who have understood the power or the strength of their vocal capacity and are functioning there.
I'm very much, like, I'm excited about this event. I'm looking forward to being there.
Really?
I will be there.
You should
And
be
I'm
there.
sure that there are other people watching right now that want to be there. So how do they get across to you?
Well, first of all, I'm not doing this all by myself. I've got a bunch of friends coming in and in-house too helping me out. There's Tolu coming to help out. Victor Ororo is helping me out. My friend Mazino Tola is going to be helping me out.
Some look on Enos' face.
Okay, let's say Tola, as I said, Tola
Oh,
will
great.
be
He's great in production.
Yeah.
For those that want to
Lovely.
learn about being behind the
in production
scenes as well.
You know, and Ike will be in the house
Nice.
alongside Mazino.
It's a great lineup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very, very great lineup.
Mazino will be in the house. There's an email address, ojiadaba@gmail.com or ojiadaba@123communications.com. 123 is ONE23communications.com.
We'll get those details and we'll tweet them out from our handle as well. So you can follow us at GeminSchoolTV and we'll tweet out the details for you just in case you missed them.
It's going to be in Lean Hub. Lean Hub is a fantastic learning center in Lekki, Phase 1. It's on Audu Ekpega Street. That's 39 Audu Ekpega Street.
And how much
of
are-
Admiralty?
How much are
25,000.
tickets? 25,000. You know what? I would encourage everyone to go because even as I went to the event I went to last week, I went just to support. But the event was so good. I was like, I should
Came
be
back telling me.
I want to be going to more of these types of events, and I'm already in the industry. So if you're budding to, be here, then you should get your ticket. Definitely be there, and we'll be there as well to say hello. Okay, well, I wanted to. I'm going to the ladies now because they've got some
I think we should just go on a
odd
break
news. No?
and chill for odd news.
we go
When we
break?
come back, we'll deal with odd news.
Okay, let's take a quick time out.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, ladies,
Thank
for
you.
having me.
I was scared when I did.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.